Alright legends, welcome along to a new video. Now I'm going to be showing you some of the stuff that I'm going to be using in this attempt at getting in shape once again. And please excuse the state of me not long home from work. It's Friday evening, it's the weekend, so we're going to get into this properly in the next day or two. All been well. Not making excuses, but just getting things prioritised, set up, getting on top of some videos and getting a schedule in place for this sort of training. So I'm going to be doing some interval training at some point. I'll show you that. But as far as the stuff that I'm going to be using for like weights and whatnot, I'll let you see a few of them right now. So start off with something simple. If you're just getting into this for the first time, you don't need to buy major big gear. Like, buy cheap, get it online, pick it up from family members that have done it before, equipment they're not using. So one of the things that I would recommend for anybody with an injury getting started again is some light weights. So you can pick these up fairly cheap at I think I got this in Argos at one point. Now they're not huge heavy weights, like this is only 1.5, this little thing here, but to start off with your arms, it's, you know, it doesn't have to be heavy, depending on how bad your actual strength is. It's always good to start with something light to start off with to get used to it. So the three of these is 1.5, 2 and 3.5. So not major weight, but having said that, you go to the person you know that's the strongest person that's been bodybuilding for a long time, and you ask them to take this little 3.5 weight and hold it out straight like that for an hour. They won't be able to do it. Within the hour, that's going to feel like 50 pounds. So light weights, but just up your reps. And when you're starting off for your first time doing this, that's more than enough. So that's been there for a long time, so I'll be using that on and off. You did see this before, the little stepper right here, swivel based stepper. When I got myself into great shape a few years back, that's all I was using. I dumped at least 2 or 3 stone off just with that stepper, and doing about an hour in the evenings with that. So that's not the tastiest part here. The tastiest one is this bad boy right here. You'll have seen these advertised online. There's a video dedicated to this thing on this channel, and the star it's called, and it's resistant cords, and there's 2 here on either side. I've got another one that goes in here and another one goes in here. Now you put that down on the ground, like put your shoulders across it on the ground, and you put the bar through the 2 handles, and then you can do the barbell press. Now I'm not 100% sure what it goes up to, but right now in the setting that has, I can just a bit comfortably do the barbell press with it. If I put the 3rd one in there, I can't even get it off my chest. So I was in the gym, if memory serves, I think I was up at like 50 pound or something at one point, comfortable. It's not huge, but it's plenty. But again, you know, if you don't have heavy weights, just up your reps and I'll get you there, and due process or due time. We have these bad boys right here for press ups, these 2 wee handles, so I'll be using that. This here is a little sit-up bench that we have had knocking about the house for the better part of 35-40 years at this point. It was my older brother's. Again, if you're starting this off, you can pick up stuff from family members. Do it. This is a great little piece of gear. The only thing I'm going to have to get replaced is these little guys here, because they are done. Like, they don't protect the back of your legs or anything. They'll cut the life out of you. So they need replacing. What else? The last one, this is my favourite right here, is this little gadget. You know, one of these guys you get down and do these little rollouts on. Let's see if I can do one for you now. Let's get it propped up somewhere. Okay, I'm going to try one. Don't know how well framed that on. But, oh, good lord. That's not good at all, is it? Alright, you'll do that. Right. Let's try one. There we go. So, that's great for the midsection. And, we'll just have to see how it goes. So, that's a few of the things that I'm going to be using. There is this piece of gear. I'll show you it in another video. It's a little sauna bag, and I had the thought at work today. It's wonderful. I love going to my work because I tend to have great ideas whenever I'm just doing the job, kind of zoned out. And I was thinking about box jumps, something that took me a long time to get the nerve up to do. You know, it's one of these exercises that just freaks you out, and it took me weeks, maybe months, before I got the nerve up to actually do a box jump, and eventually did do it. But don't have anything like that here to do that sort of thing. But there's a little wall outside my house, been there for a lifetime, and it's just about knee height. And I thought to myself, okay, you could go out to the garden, do a few box jumps on that wall. So we'll try that. So I'm just going to be adding different exercises in here. That's all the sort of stuff that I'm going to be using for like the weight training and the core training with that little gadget here. I'm going to be trying to do this as often as I can once I shift the belly down a little bit, and yeah, hopefully start working on that six-pack at some point. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I did mention the training, there's a little app on the phone here. Let me just pull that up for you. Check this out. Okay. What was it I called that training? It's completely left my head altogether now. Interval training. So I downloaded this little app, and let me just check how much it actually. You have to subscribe to it, of course. Interval timer is £5.49 per year for this little thing. So I'll just bring it up on the phone and let you see. So you can set it up for time you want to do your training for. Say you train for a minute, then you 20 seconds rest, and it repeats 8 times. So I'm going to be setting that up for probably, you know, I'm not going to go near burpees for as long as I can, but you know, star jumps, lunges, press ups or something. Then you start it off, that counts you down, and off you go. and of course it goes through the timer and knocks you under that 20 seconds, and you get the free beeps to go again. So something that you're very, if you've ever been to a personal trainer or a gym, something that you're very, very familiar with, and something that is incredibly helpful to have whenever you're doing a little bit of training on your own. So would highly recommend that. I've used that a few times, and it does keep you on track. So that'll run for like 10 minutes. It's good to get a bit of a sweat on, and yeah, I think that pretty much covers the gear that I'm going to be using so far. So stick with me, and again, if you're interested in following along, trying this yourself, I'll let you know where you can get hold of all this stuff. Like, obviously that little thing is on the app store. There you go. We're on to the 20-minute or the 20-second break. Amazon, I think like £70 for that. Covers just about everything that you would do in a gym. So highly, highly recommend that. Beep, beep, beep. And we're on to round 2. So right, so that's going to do it. 2 videos in a row. That's kind of been a time waster to keep me away from training. But this weekend, now that I'm free, we're going to get to it. And I'll keep you updated as often as I can on this channel. So get subscribed, follow along, do it yourself, let me know how you're getting on. I will talk to you on the next video.